Hello, my wonderful people. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on the time. And when you're listening to this news from this is breaking news. Vice President Shettima demands access banks 30 billion naira discounted loans for 700,000 MSME. The Vice President, Sen Kazim Shettima, has demanded Access Bank for offering 70 billion naira discounted loans for 7,000 micro, small and minimum enterprises in support of the Tinubu's administration agenda for job creation and the growth of the MSME space. Sen Shettima, who disclosed this on Friday at a meeting with MSME stakeholders comprising key actions from the public and private sectors at the presidential villa, added that the Access Bank loan scheme will commence as soon as possible. Every challenge, every problem is pregnant with opportunities for value addition and also for repositioning of the society. I just met with the management of Access Bank. We had intensive discussions and they have offered to provide a 30 billion naira support for MSMEs, focusing mostly on the youth and women as targeted beneficiary. They are going to get this loan at 5 or 15% interest rate, the Vice President announced. The Vice President also had earlier in his office met with a delegation from Access Bank led by its Managing Director, Chief Executive Officer and also Mr. Roosevelt Ogbonna. Vice President Shettima acknowledged that though the challenges are daunting, Nigeria has the talent to overcome some of them, stressing that in this room are the people that can bring about the changes we seek in this country, but it's in the agricultural value chain, the digital value chain, and the manufacturing value chain. He urged the stakeholders to unite in order to overcome the common challenges confronting the country, noting that Nigeria is blessed with the human resources to address the projected global talent deficit. We can make this country work with proper planning, zeal, commitment, and leadership. This country can be repositioned. We have the platform to re-engineer this nation. The caliber of people present here has rekindled my hope in the Nigerian dream, the Vice President noted. Yielding to the request of the stakeholders for the inauguration of the National Council of MSME, the Vice President directed the Special Advisor to the President on National Economic Council to kickstart the processes for the inauguration of the Council and also sanitization of state government to its functions. Earlier, the Director General of the Small and Medium Enterprises Development Agency of Nigeria, Mr. Charles Odi, has, on behalf of the stakeholders, thanked the Vice President of his leadership and zeal to ensure the transformation of the MSME space in Nigeria. According to him, the stakeholders were kneeling following the activities as well as interest shown by the Vice President in issue confronting MSME, and also gave assurances that the stakeholders were ready, willing, and committed to aligning to the vision of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's administration in the sector. He then requested the Vice President to pick a suitable date to inaugurate the National Council of MSME as part of a broad plan to galvanize rubbish support for the space. The separate remarks, the Chief Executive of the Development Bank of Nigeria, the National Information Technology, the development agencies, industrial training funds, and also the Bank of Industry and Agriculture, the National Sugar Development Council. They speak about the organizations contributions to the growth of the MSC sector, and also the administration job creation agencies. They reassured the Vice President of their unwavering commitment and support, particularly in the issue of actualization of the Tinubu administration economic. The stakeholders were led to the meeting by the senior special assistant to the President on job creation and MSME, Mr. Temitola Adekunle John. Thank you, viewers, for listening to this news. You have editor. This is another strategy from President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and Shettima to borrow more loans. Don't mind them; they're just deceiving themselves. They're saying that they are using this to help the sellers to borrow money from Access Bank for the micro seller and medium enterprises. It's a lie. All these are just frauds. They are just frauds. They are just lies from the pit of hell. This money wants to be used for them, so they just indicated it that it's meant for the micro, small, and the medium enterprises. It's a lie. That is a lie from the pit of hell. They are using this money for themselves, for their own selfish interests. That is just it. So Shettima is just coming out to indicate that Access Bank, they are trying to help the small scale business and the medium enterprise. It's a lie. I'll keep saying it again. It's a lie. It's all vagabash. So viewers, what is your take on this? Your comments on these things will be very much appreciated. Please don't hesitate to drop a comment down below the comment box. Click on the subscription button.